Angie from Valkamsays. I am with Dumbstarr, and he's coming out with his first mixtape, Abstract Nights, and we want to ask you a couple of questions.
Alright, thank you for having me, I appreciate it.
Alright, why Dumbstarr? Where did you get the name from?
We were at the store one day and I was in the car and I was just thinking to myself, you know, how would I name this? Because I really like to have a message behind everything that I do. What do I want out of this? What do I want in life? And the immediate answer that I got to myself was stardom. So in my head I started to define what does stardom mean. I don't want like the fame and fortune, because the stardom would define, you know, you're famous off of nothing. You're famous off of being famous. You know, I don't want that. I want to be famous off of something. Right. Yeah. So it was actually the opposite, the flip of stardom. So what I did is I flipped stardom. Stardom to stardom. That's how I did it.
Ah, that's clever. Well, what are your influences?
I love music and I love listening to different genres, different artists. But when it comes to them influencing my music, it's not really that. Because I'm trying to bring back the whole aspect that music is an emotion and it's an art. And art is your expression of these emotions. So my music is an expression of my emotions. So the question is, how could somebody else influence what I'm feeling? And they're basically writing it down for me. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
So nobody really influences my music per se, but I do love, like I have top artists.
Give us a couple, give us some artists.
There's this artist named J. Cole. The reason I like him the most is because from his story to his lyrics, to his passion, to his ethic, all the way down to the fact his production. He does most of it himself. When he started out, he did it himself. And you know, that ethic really influences me. Another one is, believe it or not, Kanye West, because he has this charisma. He doesn't care what you kind of say or what you think about it.
He just does his own thing.
Yeah, he does his own. He knows what he wants and he goes and gets it. Not a new artist, but a newer found artist. His name is Logic. He's out of Maryland. That is my favorite artist right now. Shout out to Logic. Shout out to J. Cole, Kanye West, and also there's another artist. I'm sure you're aware of him. His name Justin Bieber.
Oh right. Yes.
Yeah, he's a huge influence.
Ever think about getting a band together? Like.
I mean, everything's a possibility. I've put thought into a lot of things. I mean, I stay up a lot for long hours just thinking about what I can do with this.
Yeah.
That's definitely been a thought. Will I act on it? No, we'll see.
What inspired you to start writing poetry in 6th grade? Because that, you said some of that.
Yeah. Y'all went deep. I like that.
Yeah.
I love my parents to death. They're amazing people. They really helped me become the man I am today. But growing up, the way I came up, what I saw growing up in my childhood, it was not the best of situations. I couldn't fit in. You know, I was always bullied. I was always teased in school because I wasn't like this at all. I was a very shy, lonely, chubby kid. I couldn't go to anybody about it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would take it to poetry. That's how I found this passion.
And when did you start changing them into songs?
14 years old.
You were 14.
I remember I wrote a song for this girl, and it had like a chorus and verses. And I was like, oh, this is actually a song. You know, it didn't really faze me. You know, it was just poetry. I wrote her a poem, and it turned into a song. And from then on, I just started liking that layout of poetry, just giving a little more into it rather than just like a few lines. I wanted more into it, more emphasis, so I started writing songs and I started recording them. It was a hobby at first, and then I stopped. When I was 16 years old, I stopped. I'm not gonna say I didn't feel it, but I just wanted to see more options. People saw potential in me, which is amazing, and they just encouraged me, you know, you need to get back into it. And that was when I was 17. Now I turned 20 today, 3 years later, here we are.
Yes. It's his birthday. Forgot to mention that. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Who did you collaborate with on Abstract Night?
This is all me. These are my expression. This is my introduction into this lifestyle that I want to start living in this industry. So there's not really, you know, I wanted to, but it was really just, it sounds very selfish for me to say that it was just about me, but it really wasn't. It was just my interpretation of what I want to do, was trying to get everybody a feel of what kind of music I wanted to make. And you know, after this record, I will start branching out with more features. But for this particular record, it was just me. I wrote it, recorded, mixes, engineered, all that. I know it's not to par, but I mean, it's a start.
That's pretty good for the first coming out, though.
I appreciate it.
Props.
My brother produced our 2 records too. The last song is called When We Were Young. It's ironic that it's called When We Were Young, but we had that title back in 2009 when I first started.
Who would you want to collaborate with in the future?
I can't pinpoint, like, I really want to work with this artist right now to express these emotions. So that's really how I take it. But there are artists that I will one day have similar contact with. I mean, that's involved, obviously. Right now, local artists, definitely.
Local
like, I have
artists,
people opening up.
Help another local artist make it back up.
That's what I try to do tonight. I try to get.
That's like the key to collaboration, though. If you had to pick one song for a new listener to hear, like off of your Abstract Nights, what song would it be?
That is so hard to say.
If you had to pick one song to get their ears.
That would depend on that person. When it comes to the actual music in general, I probably would have to say Moments of Myself. That's been a very self-respected record. And there's no really like, oh, that's too loud. It's just, it doesn't fit in with my lifestyle. Everybody has that moment to themselves and they can relate to that. So I would probably say that.
What do you have planned for the near future that we can look forward to?
Today is the last day of Abstract Nights. It's the release party. After this, it's just out there. Everybody can listen to it. There's no more working on it. There's no more marketing it. It's just, that's it. My emotions never stop. You know, I'm always doing something. Even if it's just a little here, a little there, or a lot here, you know, hours on end, or just a few minutes, I'm always working on it. So I would definitely have a project out in the near future.
Where can they get Abstract Nights?
I'm going to have everything up online. I'm going to have all the songs online on YouTube, preferably. They're not up there yet. Most of the songs are. Music videos, extras are on there, YouTube. YouTube.com/Dumbstarr, DUMBSTARR. Make sure you get the last 2 R's.
Like him on Facebook and on Twitter. Follow him.
Twitter.com/Dumbstarr, DUMBSTARR. Like everything else. Everything is Dumbstarr.
Well, that's all that we have, but thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We can't wait. He's about to perform, guys. So if you're not here, then you missed out.
It's gonna be great.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
I love y'all too, especially if you're in this room right now, except for those that walked in like, oh, hey. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all will love me after. But for real, like, I know if this was last minute for some of y'all really had other things to do. But if you're here with me, that's what's up.